Now we look at the author's attitude or tone. What is author's attitude or tone? Okay, tone is the author's attitude toward the subject that he is writing about or how the author feels about the subject. The author's attitude is expressed through the words and details he or she selects. Next, we move to the examples of author's attitude or tone. Firstly, sentimental. This place may be shabby, but since both of my children were born while we live here, it has a special place in my heart. The words "it has a special place in my heart" expresses tender emotions. Thus, the tone is sentimental. Secondly, optimistic. This place does need some repairs, but I'm sure the landlord will be making improvements sometime soon. The writer is expecting the apartment to be improved soon. Therefore, the tone is optimistic. Next, tolerant. This isn't the greatest apartment in the world, but it's not really that bad. The words "not really that bad" show that the writer accepts the situation while recognizing that it could be better. Lastly, bitter. If only there were some decent jobs out there, I wouldn't be reduced to living in this miserable dump. The writer resents the situation that forces him or her to live in a miserable dump. Therefore, the tone is bitter. Last but not least, we look at the step to analyze tone. The first step is look at the word choice. Words have positive, negative, or neutral associations. The second step is analyze the phrasing that used to describe events. What kind of language does he use? Example, is the author sarcastic? Do they use many metaphors or giving facts without telling opinion? The third step is consider how you feel when reading. What emotions come naturally to you? Example, do you get angry, sad, or joyous? Do you feel that the author trying to persuade you?
For the next reading component, bias. The definition of bias: particular tendency, trend, feeling, or opinion, especially one that is preconceived or unreasoned. Favoritism for something an author is writing about. An author letting feelings or emotion cloud his or her objectivity with regard to something he or she is writing about. Bias is not necessarily means unfairness and bad. Let us go through to the ways to identify. Firstly, look for loaded words. Words that are charged with emotion that can be positive or negative, whereby the authors will reveal its emotion towards the particular writing. Secondly, watch for stereotypes. If the author labels an entire group, the writing probably be biased. Thirdly, to identify bias, we can notice the vague language. If the author isn't using specific language, this could be an indicator of bias. Next, one-sided arguments. If the author only presents one side of an argument, her or his writing is probably biased. Lastly, facts or opinion. Facts where the author will reveal only the truth, and when he or she gives the opinion can be based on the feelings, emotion, and prejudice. It means when the author gives its own opinion, it means that she or he is biased. Next, the example of bias. When I met with Mayor Gavelli, I noticed that he had the appearance of a hobo. This sentence shows a loaded negatively charged word. He was unshaved and wearing dirty clothes. And this sentence shows that one-sided. Notice that the author doesn't tell us why the mayor was dressed this way. Maybe there was a good reason. He spoke to me about his horrible plan to fix our city's road. This is a vague language where specifically is horrible about it. Anyone who knows the plan will tell you that it will bankrupt our city. Is this a fact or opinion? The author offers no supporting evidence. Thus, it is an opinion. Now, let us look at the last sentence. Need I remind you of El Capuan and other Italian mafia members? This sentence is clearly a stereotype because not all Italians are mobster.
To test your understanding about the topic, you can do the exercise below. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.